Alright, today's project, we're going to change out this Norgin intermediate filter. So I've tried to take this bowl off because it comes off. But it's been on so long that I'm actually bending the mounting screws and stuff here, trying to twist it off. It's been on there so long. And what I imagine is the O-ring up there is probably just pretty much glued itself together. So we went to Harbor Freight. They have this Merlin brand, and I haven't taken it out of the box yet, but just holding it up there looking, it's the same same part. Probably a lot cheaper. I mean, it's $30 at Harbor Freight, but everything is the same. The bowl comes off, the screws, the filter, everything's the same. Even they pretty much carbon copied this one. So now comes the fun part. We'll get all these quick disconnects off and stuff, and we'll see how it goes. Film it as we go. All right, we're almost to the point pulling out. Disconnected the air hoses. Went a lot easier than I thought it was going to go. Marked some of them so we know exactly where they go. Took lots of pictures of the old iPhone for reassembly. So next thing is take these two set screws out, and assembly should come out. We'll see how it goes. All right, got it over here out at the table. Everything's the same pretty much as Norgin, except the Norgin looks like it has a bigger filter area, and there you can see some of the junk that's leaking out of the Norgin. And so pretty much the same. The head is exactly the same. It's just a filter, but we're going to take care of that because we're going to drain it every time we use it instead of what was happening before. So I tried to get this unlocked. Shows it unlocked, edges won't budge. I'm going to put it in the vise later after I get this installed, and this one's good to go, because then if I tear it up, I'm not too worried about it. So take it apart, start moving fittings, and see what happens. This is what the Norgin looked like, the old one, when I took it apart. Well, as luck would have it, we took it out of the box, and turns out the one from Harbor Freight, it's the same mounting ears, width and everything, but the head itself is smaller. So when you try to put it in the bus where they have a bracket built, you can latch one side, but you can't latch the other. And I wasn't just going to try to make it work, so called old Prevost parts. Not a problem. Is we can get it to you tomorrow. $135, $29. But the good thing is it's not going to waste. We're going to use it in the shop because we're going to pipe air down to here to the desk, and we'll just use there for a filter for the air coming down this way. So now we got the brand new one from Prevost, and going to put all the hardware, match it up, clock it, put it back in, and we'll have genuine, original Prevost equipment back in the bus. Like I said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and this time the bear got us. So we'll put it together and we'll show you what it looks like once it's all back together. Okay, we got it all jigged back up, clocked to where it was. Used some Blue Monster. Had pretty good luck with this stuff. You can get it on Amazon. We're not sponsored, of course. But it works good. Never hardens up, and it stays semi wet, kind of like, so it makes a good sealant. We've used it on a lot of stuff on here. But like I said, gonna let it sit up for a second here, and then get all these airlines hooked back up, and fire the bus up in between rainstorms here. Okay, we got it all back installed. We tested it with the ultrasonic tester. We have no leaks, and she's holding pressure good. So we just got her hooked up to this little aux compressor that we use. Got it set for just a little above 90 psi for inside for all the converter stuff. We don't have much in there. We don't have no air doors or anything like that. So it's a pretty basic system on this Angola. It's a 99 H345. So like I said, you're probably got different bus, different setups. But so far so good. We had a bunch of little leaks we've been trying to track down. This is our manifold in here for this bus where everything comes off of for the converter side. So we got some hex plugs. We blocked off every system and then just started hooking them one at a time and seeing who is the guilty culprit for leaking. And we found a couple. One was the toilet. And we went and changed the regulator on that because put the ultrasound on it. You couldn't barely hear it, but then you could. And thought I fixed it, adjusted it a couple times and it went away. But then I figure after 24 years of being in the bus, the diaphragm was going bad. And it just, you know, you could set it and then it would start leaking. And it's amazing how a small leak on one of these buses after a couple hours will just drain your air tank for your aux system. So went to Harbor Freight. That was a win there. They had one for $5.99 and a regulator for $21. The $21 one, of course, metal, looked a little better, nicer. But the $6 one had the air gauge on it, in and out. That's all we needed. Put it on, it fixed it, and it's working like a champ. Holds pressure, toilet works great. So we're taking the $21 one back for credit, keep the $6. So we win there. We lost on the $29 one for changing out the big one here that we had to go to Prevost for the $135 one. So, hey, you win some, you lose some, but bottom line is we're holding air. Before this compressor, when we went to Buspalooza 2 and 3, it cycled every 15, 20 minutes, just depending on the temperature. And, you know, it gets kind of old. You don't want to cycle it all the time, turn it off, and at night you're trying to sleep and you hear this thing kicking on and off a little bit because when everything's quiet. So, yeah, it's going to be nice when we go to Buspalooza 4. Our air system is fixed on the aux side of the house, and the main side, the bus side, holds pretty good anyway. So we're not going to try to chase down a few pounds on that. So that's it. If you just take your time, you know, depending on your bus and how they hooked it up, just get you some plugs if you have this, and just, you know, plug them all up, and then hook one at a time back up, try to eliminate your systems, and you'll get back to it. You'll find your little culprit. There's a lot of bus here, a lot of lines, so it's a little tough. As big as it is, they put everything in small spaces for you. So good luck with your hunting. But one of the best tools we bought, I believe the guy's name was Square D on YouTube, had a channel. He's got a Newell showing how this worked. It's a little expensive, and it's like, man, I don't know. But I have fixed 5-6 leaks on this bus that I know if I took it to somebody, hey, you're paying a minimum $150 to $200 an hour at Prevost almost now. So this paid for it, and I have it. And now some of my bus nut friends, when we come see you, hey, we got a tool to go chase down some air leaks. So it's a win-win for everybody. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Click and subscribe if you want. There's no pressure. I just put these videos out there like, hey, maybe it helps somebody else. Because like I said, when you first get one of these buses, it's like drinking from a fire hose, man, trying to figure these things out. But it gets a little simpler. And, you know, hey, if you got somebody showing you every once in a while what's going on, it's easier. The only reason I ain't got these two here hooked up, those are to my slide for the over the stairwell coming in the bus. They're not just 90 swivels. They actually have a set screw in there to adjust the pressure. So I guess you don't launch the slide out through the front door. And I can't find these. I found some others from Wilson Company. They're about $25 a piece. So I'm going to order those. So in the meantime, I just got them disconnected and capped them off. We don't hardly ever use that thing, but I'll get them and I'll fix them and it'll be fixed. But yeah, a friend of mine was like, hey, I got some 90s, but he looked at mine. He's like, hey, you know, there's a set screw in there that adjusts the pressure. I was like, yeah, I guess that would make sense. So like I said, watch what you're doing. And but it's easy. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.